Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies. We are back for yet another segment of Monday Morning Movement. Here to give you some tools and some tips to move your marriage forward, give you some things to reflect on so that you become a better wife. No one wants to admittingly say, I'm a bad wife. But I tell you, after some years of marriage, I realized that there are some things that I have done extremely bad that have made me a bad wife. But as I have grown and as I have invested in myself to make myself a better wife, that these things that I have grown in have helped me to be a better wife. So it is my joy, it is my hope that I can provide some of these things that I made mistakes on earlier in my marriage so that you don't do the same. So if you're getting married later in life, over 40, you've gotten to that stage where you have lived life for a long time by yourself, I have some tips for you. I have some tools for you that can help you move forward in your marriage and understand and realize some of the things that you may not do so well. So this morning, I want us to talk a little bit about timing. This was a reflection that I had for myself this past week. Timing is so important. Timing is inevitable. Timing, when it relates to your marriage and your relationship, my ladies, you can make or break your husband's day based on your timing. There may be times where you may have a disagreement or you may have an unsettling conversation. And because of how we are built, because of how we are sorted emotionally, there are times where we want to have the conversation now. But I want you to take the time to think about your husband and think about how he perceives information, how he receives information. Sometimes the conversations that we want to have, they're heavy. And he may need time to reflect and contemplate for just a little while. He may not have the best answer for you right now. And the reason you want to have the conversation right now is because the right now settles how you feel. Because I know that's what it was for me. It would settle how I felt. I didn't consider how the right now made him feel. So consider that, ladies. Ask yourself the question, does having this conversation right now benefit both me and my husband? Or am I only considering how I feel and what I want at this moment in time? I'll give you an example, and I know it's something that many of us women have done. You've had maybe a disagreement or an unsettling conversation the day before, and you didn't get the answer that you wanted on that day. So you decide next day, middle of the day, all of a sudden your emotions are raving and you know what? I want to answer. I want to talk about it right now. And it's in the middle of the work day and your husband is busy handling business, doing what needs to be done, and you call him and now you bring up this conversation. Do we realize how that has just broken his day for that time period? Because we ourselves have created ourselves as multitaskers. And what I have learned to know, my husband is not that multitasker. He chooses not to be that multitasker, and that's okay. We have decided we don't want to just focus on one thing. We're going to do 10 things at one time, and we expect the same from them. So now you've called your husband, you've brought this thing up because you want it to be settled for you right here, right now. And he's in the middle of handling business, and now his whole thought process is thrown off because you brought up this thing that you have to have this answer for right now. What if that thing that he's working on changes your life for the better? He's working, providing, doing what's best for your family. And now, because emotionally we want an answer right now, we've interrupted that. Because now his thought process is now thrown off from what he was doing to now she wants an answer right now. Ladies, this is not a judgmental anything that I'm saying to you, because I'm telling you from experience. I have done it plenty of times and it was wrong. I am being accountable. It was wrong. Because again, having the conversation right here, right now, only settled what I needed. I didn't consider what he needed. I didn't consider if the timing was good for him. I didn't even ask if the timing was good for him. I just knew I wanted an answer right now and we need to talk about it. Ladies, timing is everything. Consider timing. Consider his timing. Consider how he prefers to receive information. You know, in the business world, we call that emotional intelligence. Have better control over your emotions and how you feel, and how you feel you have to have an answer or a solution to something right here, right now. Well, in emotional intelligence, you deal with it internally first. Not at all saying that the conversation you need to have isn't important. I'm sure it is important, because it wouldn't be tugging at you the way it is. But is right now the best timing for your relationship? Is right now the best timing for your marriage? Is right now the best timing for your husband? Consider those things, because being able to be considerate of his timing betters the connection. It betters the closeness between you and him for what is yet to come. When you want to talk later on, guess what? He understands now that she has consideration for timing that's good for me. So I may sacrifice what I want right now to give her what she wants, because I know that she considers timing for me. That's how we become better, ladies. Utilize this. I'm telling you, it will just make things better for you and your marriage. It'll make things better for you and your relationship with your husband. Consider the timing, because timing is so important. It's important for you, it's important for him, and it's important for your family. And when you consider that timing, also consider the tone. Your tone will make or break this conversation. We've talked about tone before. Don't use accusatory words. Ask questions. How did this make you feel? How does it make you feel when I say this? Or it wasn't my intention to make you feel that. What I wanted to get across was this. Your tone is everything. Timing, consider it. Tone, check it. This will make or break the conversations that you have with your husband. Ladies, thank you for tuning in again for yet another segment of Monday Morning Movement. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful week. Take some time to reflect on the things that I've said to you this morning. These are the things that we can do to make ourselves better wives, so that we have better relationships, we have better marriages, we have thriving marriages. And then with thriving marriages, we just have better families. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great week.